Hello again. Okay, so in this module, we're going to be talking about and showing you how to create your autoresponders. Now, as far as maintaining a relationship with your potential customers, there's probably nothing as important as the autoresponder. What this does for you, as opposed to your normal sales cycle where you have somebody in front of you and that's your one chance to make a sale, the autoresponders keep somebody in your sales cycle, potential customers, even when you're not face-to-face interacting, because you're constantly sending out messages to them, reminding them about your business, the services that you offer. You're not asking for anything. These are just going to be very helpful tips or what have you, informational emails that will go out to somebody who's opted into your website just to kind of help them along in the process. So now looking at eye contact, where do we get into this autoresponder process? How do we get it started? Well, let's go back to our main four tabs up here. You have my contact, create, send, track, etc. So we're gonna go to create. This is pretty straightforward, and then you have your choices of my messages. Here you see my autoresponder. So let's go down here and click on create an autoresponder. And now you want to have the, let's see, it's got our source list of ABC Plumbing or XYZ Carpentry. We'll just call it, XYZ Carpentry. This is just the title for the autoresponder series, not the actual messages that are going out. And I spelled carpentry wrong. Let's fix that. Okay. And good. Okay, autoresponder description. Again, not viewable by your contacts, you see here. So it's just going to be going out XYZ potential customers. Okay. Autoresponder from name is going to be your name. And then whatever the business address is, well, for this instance, we'll say it's info@xyzcarpentry.com. Okay. And then what you do is you go down here, you filled all that. So what you're going to do is you're going to save, or you can save and add a message. So let's go to the save and add a message. This is saving this information right here. And add a message. Okay. Again, I'm still using the test account, so it's telling me I have to update my contact information. You're going to have a regular account, so it's not going to matter. Email type, you want to be able to do HTML. It will still provide, as it says, a text-only email. So you just want to go with HTML in case people are HTML enabled. It just looks better. So here you go. Here's a chance to save your first email. And a couple key points here. You definitely want to have a good subject line starting up top here, and it's something that's going to capture the interest of the email of the customer, I should say. So not just something dry, but if it's something with a question mark or dot dot dot, or think you can't save on home renovation, dot dot dot, and then go in here, as we've talked about before with the first name. If you're collecting first names, you always want to start with this bracket around it and the comma, so that person's first name will appear in the email. It adds that personal touch. And this is another key part right here: days from initial subscription. You should have set up in your email lists that we've already talked about a welcome email, that they're going to get something right away whenever they opt in. If you're promising them some piece of information, that's going to be included, but you're also going to want to write a little something. This now is the key part of building the trust, that customers don't usually feel comfortable until the 10th to 12th prospect or so. So you want to hit them up with these messages and space them out a little bit. There's varying theories on what the best one is. We prefer to go with one a day for the first week, and then send them out every 3 days, maybe after that, and then every 7 days, depending on how many you have in your cycle. So then there's other ones where we've had them spaced out further along because we know it's a long, drawn-out process for a bigger project. So here is where you want to put it. If you want it to go that day, you would put 0. If you want it to go tomorrow, 1. So basically what this means is if somebody opts in, if you put 0, they're going to get that message today. If you put 1, they'll get it tomorrow, and so on. They can be 3 days. And then when you add in your second one, You can put it for 2 days. You can put the next one for 4 days. However you want to space it out. As I said, we prefer a one a day for the first week and then start spacing them out a little longer after that. As you see, if you go down here, same format. You would just hit copy text. It's going to put whatever you put in here. Remember to sign off with your name, your website address, and phone number or email if you want them to contact you. And then you would go down here. You can always send a test mail out. And then you would hit save. So if we hit save, this is what's going to happen. This is how it looks later on. This is from our ZN custom building list. Edit an autoresponder. So I click the edit, but just so that you can see here. So up here we have the autoresponder name, description, and then we have who it's coming from. That's going to appear on the bottom of the email, and this is the address that it will show that it was sent from. So, and then down here you see we have some examples of our autoresponders, and they're being sent. Okay, this first one's not getting sent till 5 days. 5 days after that, 15 days. So every 5 days, these are going out. You have your ... You see a lot of ... and question marks. Those are great ways to build interest in people reading your message. So that is pretty much it. Then the one part that you will still have to do is to enable your autoresponders, and that's you just hit the send tab, and there's a button right there. So just remember to do that once you've done your autoresponders. They have check marks here, valid message, edit, delete. You can always go back in and edit them. So that pretty much takes care of the autoresponder, and that's it. Once you set it up like this, you never have to worry about it. Once it's integrated into your website, if we're doing it for you, or if you have a web guy, once they have it so that somebody fills out the form, they automatically get sent to this list that you have created, and this list will go to, see, as you see here, that's one other thing I should say, the source list. So this is anybody that opts into our list entitled ZN Custom Building, and we've talked about how to create a list. So you pick the list that you want them to get sent to, and then whatever you put in for these autoresponders, that's what they're going to get when you don't have to do another thing. So, and then off of that, you're going to see people calling in and, hey, you've really sent me some helpful, nice information, and I just want to talk to you guys and ask you a few questions, and that's it. Then you have a prospect. So that's going to do it for this module. I'll see you in the next one.